Wine Guy. I'm back for another wine review, and this is going to be interesting. I did some research on these wines, noble vines. But first, before we get to that, for those who are new, these are wines that you can find wherever you shop for wine, liquor store, grocery store, or even some wine shops. I pick out a few wines, give them a taste, give you my opinion, utilizing the infamous thumb rating system. Thumbs up says I recommend that wine. It's pretty solid, can't go wrong with it. 3/4. Hey, you know what? Someone shared it with me. I was just overwhelmed with joy for the wine, so I thought I'd share it with all of you and share with some of my friends. Halfway, there's something in there that was off with my palate, but I'll explain to you what it did for me, what I didn't like about it. Doesn't mean it's a bad wine, it just didn't work for me. Thumbs down. Get that wine out of here. It's just not working, right? Right. So now, back to noble vines. I'm sure you've probably seen these wines or the label. They have the Cabernet, the Merlot, the Chardonnay. But the interesting thing about those is that they're all by number. So you have this particular one here, Pinot Grigio, number 152. The Pinot Noir, number 667. But what does that all mean? So I did some research on that. It will tell you in the back of the bottle as well. Well, each of their wines are numbered, which references the clone number for that particular varietal, and also tell you where it come from, whether it's a origin or country of origin. In this case, we're coming from France. More the Pinot Noir 667 is a clone coming from the Burgundy area, brought to California and planted, and then the 152 come from the Alsace area, from France, brought to California and planted. So that was their whole idea, was to plant these original rootstocks, to produce their wines, to capture some of the characteristics, from their place of origin. Of course, being planted here in this soil and in California's climate, there's going to be some changes. All right. Okay. So both of these wines are coming from Monterey, from their vineyards in Monterey. 152 Pinot Grigio is going to be a 2021. The Pinot Noir is going to be a 2020. All right. So 152, 667. Pinot and Pinot. I like when you get a chance to taste, the family type of varietals. So let's give it a pour. As usual, when I have multiple wines, and I always enjoy pouring wines from the same brand to get that idea of, so what are they trying to achieve here? Are they more acidity based or acid based? Are they going for more fruit based? Are they going for more fullness of body? Is it high alcohol, mid range? So I'm trying to find out, that winemaker's thumbprint and what they're trying to achieve with their wines. So I'm going to pour both of these. How would you go here? Two-step process. I taste number one for acidity. The wines must be lively. I taste number two. It's when we dig in, get that whole feeling and the finish and the feel of the wine. Then I start giving you my grading. There we go. Pinot Noir, Grigio, Pinot Noir, French clones. Now, look at that color. It's just, in the bottle, it's a clear bottle, but it has a nice little golden tinge to it. It's giving me a little white background here. Same here. So it starts out clear, and just a very little tint of yellow. So it's not, yellow like it is in the bottle. It's a very little tint of yellow for the wine itself, but otherwise, just very nice looking. The Pinot Noir, we have more of, it's interesting. So it starts off with a garnet color, comes down to ruby, but a rather lighter ruby color, so very nice, beautiful looking wine. I mean, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Now for the nose on each of these. The white. Oh, wow. So this has more of a tropical nose to it. I pick up, a little green. It's for me a little bit of like a caramelized pineapple, but very subtle. Green apple. Wow. I don't want to say Granny Smith, but like one of those green apples. And then there's like maybe white peach. I'm gonna go. Wow, that's gonna be interesting. And then there's that citrus. That citrus note is gonna be one of lemon. Lemon to me. So now in the red. Oh wow, that's like poof. That's explosive on the nose. Nice fruit on this nose here. So more like a combination of dark cherry and red cherry. But then you pick up those subtle wood notes. This is aged in both French and American oak. So you get the spice, but you do pick up some of that richness coming from the American oak. But it's very well blended on the nose. Oh, it has a really nice complexity just on the nose. So now for the rinse, for each of these, and then we go for the taste. What are we tasting for again? That's right, acidity. Wow. Great acidity here. Again, you pick up on that green apple or green apple, vegetable. But it's very well blended in with the fruit. And that's where the apple part comes in. So let's go with green apple. That nose is more like that green smell. And the taste is more like the green apple. But I don't want to say granny smell. But then the rest of the fruits come through. Makes my mouth water. Very well blended. It's like robust. Maybe even some floral notes here. Whoa. Ooh. And then you definitely pick up on the lemon with subtle hints of lime. Not the pith. So you get more of the zest, I find, for the lemon, but then you get more of that fruity pulp from the lime. Very nice. Wow, I better stop there. So they're both coming in 13.5% alcohol on the Pinot Grigio. The Pinot Noir is coming in at 13.5. So for me, I like to call it the sweet spot. Now for the Pinot Noir. So I'm going to get a really good rinse after coming off of that Pinot Grigio. But the acidity, and you hear me smacking, wow, my mouth is watering that one. That's fantastic. So the acidity is a little bit more robust, a little bit more there, with the Pinot Noir over the Pinot Grigio. Now, for a taste. Okay. Silky, smooth tannins. You get more of a plum taste to it, on the finish, but goes in very nice, bursting with flavor, nicely balanced for my palate. Like silky, smooth tannins, but they're there. Let's pour a little bit more. Because then we're going to do that final taste of each. And I'm going to let you know what I think. The moment of truth. Where would they rank? Noble Vines. One more taste. Oh, wow. I can see this being a nice food wine. So, let's do it. Pinot Grigio, Noble Vines out of Monterey. Get that ocean breeze coming through, right? That's a subtle minerality there. But, I just like it. It's different from the Italian Pinot Grigios. I like this. It has a nice fullness, in the palate. It's a very nice dry. Both of these are dry, but it has a nice fruity presence to it. So, I'm going to give the Pinot Grigio from Noble Vines, for me. Oh, I like that lemon lime feel. I'm going to give this a double thumbs up. I like the uniqueness and the taste and the style and what it's bringing. Double thumbs up on Pinot Grigio. That's really nice to me. I can drink that. I can see having this with a tomato sauce. What? White wine tomato sauce? Yes, give it a try. But not a tomato sauce where you add sugar, okay? Let the fruit speak for itself, or the vegetable, if you want to call it that, speak for itself. Now for the 2020 Pinot Noir. So it's 21 Pinot Grigio, 2020, right? Pinot Noir. Let's go. Again, you get that touch of the hand, Want to make sure that everything is very well blended. Nice acidity, nice flavor, not overpowering, but nice complexity, nice taste. Double thumbs up again. I really dig both of these. Good price point, $9.99 to $14.99. But to me, they're both pretty good, solid wines, for what they are. Noble Vines Pinot Grigio 2021. I mean, just very nice, very pleasant. Utilizing that clone from Alsace, and then the clone from Burgundy of the 667. Double thumbs up for both of these. There you have it. The Wisconsin Wine Guy is going to say to you, as always, let your palate be the guide for selecting your wines. I highly recommend these. Give it a try. You may be surprised. See you next time. Ciao.